is Tucker Lovereni. I'm an intern here at BTZ News Channel. Today we are having a special showing of the most memorable moments of the 1970s. First off, Ron Burgundy with major political events.
Alright, this is BTZ Channel, headquartered in New York City. We're talking about the major political events in the 1970s. Here we talk about and now, wait. Are you sure swap this? Our producer Amy said we couldn't, so I'm just not gonna. Alright. Anyways, back to you guys. Watergate scandal with Nixon and the leaders, because once he came out, his resigned, it was terrible. Munich massacre, 1972, the Summer Olympics in Munich. It was absolute disaster. The Palestinian terrorists, known as the Black September, took over the Munich Olympics in the summer. And 11 Israeli Olympic team members were killed, and along with the German police officer. Absolutely terrible. And now, also during the Vietnam War period, we had the hippies protest. I think I have some gear for that. Against Johnson and Nixon because of their active role in sending troops to Vietnam and Cambodia. Peace, everyone. War is not good. Nixon visits China. So important. Resumed harmonious relations with US and China. Reestablished diplomatic relations. And later in the Vietnam period, Jane Fonda visits Vietnam. During trip to North Vietnam, she betrayed POWs by turning in smuggled messages to their captors. She's a traitor. And then the oil embargo. OPEC imposed embargo on the US because US supported Israel during the Yom Kippur War. And last but not least, we have the Cambodian genocide, 1979 to 1979, carried out by the Khmer Rouge regime under leadership of Pol Pot, one of the most dangerous genocides in history. And now, with our next intro, we have economics and other major political events with Michael Kelso.
Thank you, Ron. My name is Michael Kelso, and to begin, I would like to say, hi Jackie, I love you. Even though you're mean to me, and I'd also like to shout out my friend Hyde over there. Hyde, what's up? I named my pet rock after Hyde. This is my pet rock, Hyde. He's a nice guy. You should get to know him sometime over some coffee. And here we go. I am here talking about economics and prices and other current events or important events in the 1970s. So let's get to it. All right, here we go. May 4th, 1970, protests at Kent State ended with 2 unarmed students walking to class that were killed and died. Very sad event that happened that day. Another important event was April 11th, 1970. The Apollo 13 exploded and all crew died inside of it. That was a very sad mission that ended only minutes after taking off. Our third event was the construction that started in 1970 of the Sears Tower. It was the tallest building in the United States at the time, and it was opened in September of 1973. Another event that occurred was April 4th, 1973, and it was the Twin Towers. I think their names are Shirley and Curly, and the Twin Towers because they look alike, so yeah. I'd like that one. Mother Teresa won the 1979 Nobel Peace Prize because she's a nice woman. She does some nice things. Hi, Eric. The Bola cyclone killed up to 500,000 people in Bangladesh and formed on the 3rd of November 1970. Sorry, Raj. Praying for your people. The Ancash earthquake displaced 800,000 and killed 70,000 people on May 31st, 1970 in Peru. That was a very sad event that occurred. A cult in Guyana, known as Jonestown, committed mass suicide by drinking cyanide in Kool-Aid. 909 people died. That's 908 more people than me. You know what I'm talking about. An unknown serial killer slipped Zodiac into pill bottles in stores in California. He could have killed between 5 and 37 people, and he was known as the Zodiac Killer. And it's a pretty big difference between 5 and 37, but you know, he's unknown, so who knows? All right, now we're on to economics. Let's get it. All right, all right. The cost of a gallon of gas in 1970 was 36 cents, and in 1979 it was 86 cents. That's like 5 to 4, Multiply 3, that's a 50 cents difference. Cost of a gallon of milk in 1970 was 49 cents, and 1979 is $1.62. And I bought Hyde here for $1.63, so $1.62 is a lot for gas compared to my pet rock that I got on sale. Hyde means everything to me, guys, so $1.62 on gas for my friend Hyde. I don't even want to talk about it. On to the next thing. The cost of a new home in 1970 was $23,600. It's a lot of money. And the cost in 1970, what? The cost in 1979, $71,800. I've never even seen $71,800 in my life. I've never even seen $23,600 in my life. I've never even seen $100 in my life. Are you kidding me? Okay, next thing. A new car in 1970 cost $3,542. And in 1979, $6,847. Oh my goodness, thanks a lot, Toyota. Man. Next up is inventions with Ricky Bobby. So yeah.
Hey there, with BTZ News, this is Ricky Bobby here, and we're going to talk about the best inventions of the 1970s here. Okay, first up we got Apple Computers. I don't know, sounds like a very interesting company. It was founded in 1976 in Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak's garage. New and up-and-coming inventors, and I feel like that company's going to be real successful. Next up we got Atari Gaming System. Founded in Sunnyvale, California in 1972, and they have amazing arcade games. I play all the time with my friend Count Dalton.
Shake and bake!
Yeah, shake and bake, baby. Yeah, I love to play me some arcade games, Pong. It just took over the game, or, just ping, 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 bang, bang, boom. I play it all day long. Count Dalton. Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake! Next up, we got the Walkman radio. It's you put it on the side of your hip, and you just jam all day long, because, I love me some music, I could just listen all day long. Sony invented this in 1979, and it's just amazing that anywhere I go, I have the Walkman on the side of my hip, put my earbuds in, and I can just start jamming, it's amazing. Next up, we have this thing called the mobile phone. I kind of don't know how that works because I just use my home phone at home, but it's been around for a couple of years now. I invented it in 1973, and invented by John F. Mitchell, and incredibly, it only weighs 4 pounds. Man, I could just fit that in my pocket, take it out, and be like, hello, how you doing? Yeah, man, I love that. And next up, we got sticky notes. Invented by some weird company named 3M in 1977. And apparently, they come in a stack about this thick. You just pull them out, write a little note, and just stick them on right there. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that. Mobile, portable, and sticky. Don't I like that? And next up, we got the MRI machine made by a man named Paul Lattenberg. It was invented in 1979, and apparently it's groundbreaking in the medical society. I don't know. I don't really go to the doctor because, look at this body. Yeah, can't take it more than that. Yeah. Lastly up, we got the digital camera. Shake and bake, baby. Yeah. Next up, we have the digital camera invented in 1979, and a company named Kodak invented it, and digital camera's awesome. You can just take it out of your pocket, click, click, take a picture of me. I have this thing, I want to call it a selfie, and I think I invented that term, you know what I'm saying? And that's amazing. And that's all we got with mention with me, Ricky Bobby. And next segment, we're going to talk about with world leaders with Rajesh Kuthrapali. Rajesh Kuthrapali next, I think. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky Bobby. Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake.
Okay, this is BTZ News, and I would like to take Ricky Bobby.
Shake and bake.
Okay, my name is Rajesh Kuthrapali, and I'm going to be talking about the leaders of 1970. So first off, we're going to think about Nixon, who did the Watergate scandal, which began June 17th, 1972. He was caught wiretapping phones and stealing illegal documents from the other house party that went against him. In August 1974, Nixon resigns. This is very important. And also, Margaret Thatcher. Thatcher? Yes? Okay. 1975, she was the first woman to lead a major political party in the United Kingdom. In 1979, she became the Prime Minister in the general election. I heard there are many Indians in the UK, so I would like to visit there. And this is one of my favorite people on one of my favorite generations. This is Indira Gandhi. And she had success in the Pakistan War, which created Bangladesh in 1971, Bangladesh the homeland. And one of my good friends, Abdel Nasser, died in 1970. I shall miss him. And also, President Gerald Ford took office on August 9th, 1974, following Nixon's resignation. Another president, Jimmy Carter, took office on January 20th, 1977, culminating at Camp David, which was also known as the Camp David Accords. And also, in recent news, the Pope John Paul II was the first non-Italian Pope. I've never heard of an Indian Pope. I need one. Like, it would be interesting. And also, Mao Zedong, the Cultural Revolution ended in 1976. They said it was known as a bird, but he denied it. Also, in Deng Xiaoping led the Chinese economic reform, and now we talk about so many presidents. Like, they are very important, but I still wish for an Indian president. And now we are going to the fashion of Carl Norton Jr.
Hi, my name is Cal Naughton Jr.
Shake and bake!
Shake and bake! And today I'll be talking about the fashion of the 1970s, the greatest decade so far. The first thing I'll be talking about is bell-bottom pants. These things are great, alright? I love me some bell-bottom pants. It's all business on top and party on the bottom, you know what I'm saying? Love to wear me some bell-bottom pants. Next thing is afro, a popular hairstyle of this decade. This great 1970s decade, and a lot of people wear it. Maybe one day I'll rock a afro and give me a little perm and stuff. Next thing is polka dots. Got polka dots here, polka dots here, polka dots here. Like to wear on Sunday with my friend Ricky Bobby.
Shake and bake!
Shake and bake! Another thing that we wear is bright colors. There's a big thing during this decade. Hopefully we'll wear bright colors in the 1980s. Love me some bright colors. Just like lightens up my mood and makes me feel good about myself. So another thing I wear is 70s retro sunglasses. Nice little sunglasses that go like this. Nice and stylish. And wear those in the beach. And make me feel, cool and outside. Another thing I wear is platform shoes. I never wore platform shoes personally, but some people like to wear them and dance in them and stuff. Another thing is sauna hot pants. I love me some sauna hot pants. It's a great way to lose some weight, just sitting in your pants. They're hot and they make you lose weight because you feel like you're in a sauna. Sauna hot pants. This is an ad. It's a Tide ad.
Shake and bake!
Shake and bake! Another thing I wear is leather pants. Here in the 1970s, it's been a great decade for leather pants. They're on their come up again. Track suits. I love to wear track suits with my friend Ricky Bobby.
Shake and bake!
Tube tops. The females love to wear tube tops. I love when my wife Carrie wears a nice tube top. Shout out to Carrie. Love you, baby.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake. Another thing the females like to wear is knee-length skirts. They wear them all the time. Church, everywhere. The race, everywhere they wear the knee-length skirts. And another thing we like to wear is cardigans. That's for the rich people folk. I don't wear cardigans, but some people do. This has been fashion with Girl Anaconda. I'd like to apologize to our live audience. My name is Cal Naughton Jr. And this has been my segment on BTZ. Look back on the 70s. And next we will have music with Brian Fantana. Woo!
Shake and bake!
Shake and bake!
Hello guys, this is Brian Fantana with the BTZ News, and we're going to talk about the best music of the 70s. First up, in big music news, we got to talk about the Beatles breaking up, man. Like, man, was I disappointed. Like, woo! Yoko Ono breaking them up? Man, like, John just cut her off, bro. And Jordan Harrison and Ringo, they started doing their own stuff, and when their manager Brian Epstein died in 1967, couldn't handle it anymore, man, and just kind of broke down the whole group, and they officially broke up in April 10th, 1970. Next up in big music news, we're going to talk about Elvis meeting Nixon, and it's not super big in music news, but two major icons meeting in the White House, and it was pretty chill, man. And they shook hands, took pictures, and pretty nice. December 21st, 1970. To continue off of this, we're gonna talk about Elvis dying, 1977. Man, he died at the young age of only 42. He was found unconscious and pronounced dead an hour later. They say he died of a heart attack, but I think he was down rocking and rolling too much, man. Ooh. Next up, we gotta talk about one of the #1 hits of the 1970s, YMCA. Man, wasn't everyone doing this dance? Like, come on, man. The Village People, all those crazy costumes and that catchy beat, just took over the 1970s. And we gotta talk about disco music, man. Disco music was one of the biggest parts of the 1970s music. Just seems to be the ultimate style of the 90s. I mean, the 70s. Whew, 90s. I'm way in the future, man. And next up, we gotta talk about Elton John and Rocky Man, Benny the Jets, Candle in the Wind. 3 really good songs. I'd recommend them. Then we gotta talk about Bee Gees, man. Everyone knows Night Fever, Staying Alive, you know, with John Travolta in that movie Saturday Night Fever. He was just hitting them with the, yeah. Whew, I love that. And we gotta talk about Eagles in Hotel California. A lot of people think that has a secret meaning, but I just stay jamming out to the song, man. Just gotta chill. Then we gotta talk about Led Zeppelin and Stairway to Heaven with Jimmy Page's like 4-minute amazing guitar solo. Man, that was just great, bro. Then we gotta talk about one of the greatest bands of the 70s, Queen with We Will Rock You and We Are the Champions. I don't know, I just have a feeling those songs gonna be used in a lot of movies in the future, and don't stop me now, you know, I gotta keep going. Lastly, we're gonna talk about one of the biggest groups of the 70s, Jackson 5. Man, that little one, Michael Jackson, I don't know, he just got that superstar quality about him. In the future, I can see him going solo and just having his own thing, man, just rocking and rolling for the rest of his life. Then we're gonna talk about their biggest hits, ABC, I Want You Back, I'll Be There. And that's all with me, Brian Fantana, in music news. And next up, we're gonna go to Brick Tamlin with Faz.
Thank you, Brian Fantana, for the event you showed for the 1970s. Now I'm gonna talk about the fans of the 1970s. Disco was a major trend, like disco everything, disco that, disco this, everything, man. Roller skates, wow, they zoomed around me. Some little kid trunked me once, like, you know, I'm not that much of like a big body myself. So, and we got a Rubik's Cube here. See, this is my favorite Rubik's Cube. I'm not that smart, you see, so I just keep it around like this to show everyone that I'm smart and I can do it. So, yeah, that's cool. And now we got a pet rock. I think one of my friends had a pet rock, I think, yeah.
His name is
hey.
Hyde.
Oh, this is Hi. Oh, nice to meet you. And we got a lava lamp here. That sounds pretty cool. And then the black light. That's another cool thing, like, two opposite words, they mean, well, I don't know what it means, but cool, yeah. And we got an Etch-a-Sketch, you know, you got like a drawing with it, and like, it's kind of like, you know, the car with the AC and volume, like, you turn it, like, I don't think I've done anything with heat, but, and we got Tiger Beat magazines, like, teen stuff. I still read those, but I don't know if that's allowed, but yeah. And Boggle, dude, I play that with my grandma in my basement all day. Dude, that's fun. Pop Rocks, dude, those are the best snacks to eat, man. Every day, and I go to here, I walk and I eat those. So, now, that's me for fans. Thanks, guys, for listening. Now we're going to the entertainment with Jackie Moon.
Hey guys, it's Jackie Moon, Entertainment News. First off, we're going to talk about the biggest things in entertainment in the 1970s. First off, we got Star Wars, made by George Lucas, and just an amazing movie in space, and I just really hope they make more of those movies in the future, man. That'd be awesome. And next up, we got to talk about Disney World opening. It was Walt Disney's second amusement park in Florida. Next up, one of the saddest moments of the 70s was Bruce Lee dying. He died in 1973 at a ripe only 32 years old. He was a worldwide martial artist and a movie phenomenon. He released 4 movies for his death, and his first movie in the U.S., Enter the Dragon, was released after his death, which was really amazing. Next up, we got to talk about The Godfather, Part 1 and 2. I don't know, I just really have a feeling that like they could just really finish that series with just a 3 or a 4 or just something like that. Now, we have the 2 great actors, Marlon Brando and Al Pacino, And movie, Godfather Part 1 won 3 different Oscars, which is just amazing. Next up, we gotta talk about The Exorcist, released on the day after Christmas in 1973. And it was a horror movie based on a true story. I think the house is located in Virginia, but I'm not sure. I'm too scared to visit. And it was one of the most, I think it's gonna be one of the most profitable horror movies of all time. I feel it's just gonna be just a classic. And next up, we gotta talk about Jaws, a movie about a shark eating all these people on the beach. And interesting, it was directed by a new director named Steven Spielberg. I don't know, I just feel like he's gonna be really famous in the future. And interesting about that, Jaws was a mechanical shark they used to film the movie, and won 3 different Oscars. And I just have a feeling they're gonna knock out so many of those movies. Next up, we got this new concept called Saturday Night Live, and I don't know what that is. If it's a talk show or a skit show, but they said it works with a lot of new rising actors, and I can see it being very successful in the future. We also have Roots, a miniseries that released in 1977, which showed the American public all about slavery, and really opened a lot of people's eyes. 2 kid shows we had was Schoolhouse Rock and the Pink Panther cartoons, and Schoolhouse Rock was a really fun educational show that talked about a variety of subjects, math, English, and history, and the Pink Panther cartoon was all about a Pink Panther and a clumsy detective who just chased each other around and around, and just a really fun movie. And next up, we got Rocky, one of my favorite movies of all time. It's made in November 26, 1976, and it was Sylvester Stallone's award-winning screenplay, and he also acted in it, and it was a great undercover boxer movie, and they won 3 different Oscars. Next up, we got Kramer versus Kramer, who was just an emotional movie. It just came out December 19th, 1979. I just saw it, and Dustin Hoffman and Meryl Streep both won Oscars, and it won a whopping 5 different Oscars. That's all with me for entertainment news. I'm going to kick it off to Champ Kine with sports.
Thank you, Jackie Moon, for your edition of entertainment and those movies. Some great movies in there. I am Champ Kine, and I am the sports person for today here at BTZ News. I will be going over the best sports moments in the 1970s. I know some of y'all are excited about this part. You've been waiting the whole time, but here we go. All right, I'm going to start off, kick it off with Bobby Orr's game-winning goal for the Boston Bruins in the 1970 NHL Stanley Cup Finals. Bobby Orr scored the game winner against St. Louis Blues to win the Stanley Cup in 1970, and Orr's goal celebration was when he was tripped by the goaltender and he face planted to the ice. Enjoy. There's a statue outside of TD Garden in Boston after this celebration, and it was scored on May 10th, 1970, and it was the Bruins' first Stanley Cup win since 1949. Our second event was Arthur Ashe becoming the first African-American person to win the Wimbledon tournament for tennis, and on July 5th, 1975. That was an incredible moment. Our third moment was ESPN, founded on September 7th, 1979 in Connecticut. Boo. Our fourth moment was when the Cold War Chess Championship was played and Bobby Fischer beat Boris Spassky. Woo! Whammy! Our fifth moment was when the Miami Dolphins had a perfect season in 1972. What an incredible team that was. They went all the way to the Super Bowl, but unfortunately they lost in the end. Our sixth moment, Secretariat becomes the first horse to win the Triple Crown in 25 years in 1973. Woo! Our seventh moment, Pele wins the whole thing in his final World Cup and becomes the world's leading goal scorer with 1,281 goals. Win! Our eighth moment, Hank Aaron passes Babe Ruth home run record with 715 on April 8, 1974. That's a big ol' whammy! And our ninth moment was when Muhammad Ali defeats George Foreman in the Rumble in the Jungle in the Democratic Republic of the Congo on October 30th, 1974. Whammy! And our final moment was when Arnold Schwarzenegger wins the World's Strongest Man in 1970. Whammy! Alright, well that's it for me here, Champ Khan. On behalf of our entire crew, I'd like to say thank you. I'll go through it right here. On behalf of Tucker Leveroni, Ricky Bobby,
Shake it, mate!
Brick Tamlin, Champ Khan, myself, Ron Burgundy, Brian Fantana, Michael Kelso, Rajesh Kutapalli, Cal Naughton Jr., and Jackie Moon. This has been the BTZ news broadcast of the best, most memorable moments of the 1970s. Thank you very much and have a great night.